Hello, I'm a BX Toy Cat, and welcome back to the video. So a lot of you have noticed it's been a while since I last did a secret uses video on this channel, and I figured, you know, it has been quite some time. Why not fix that? And today I'm going to be doing that by going through one of the most important features in Minecraft, especially recently, because it is the end portal. Not the end portal frames, but the thing you get when you activate all 12 of them, because you get this really bizarre portal to the end that works nothing quite like anything else in the game. It has some really cool, functionality to it, and I figured I could share with you all in today's video. So hopefully you learn a thing or two about the end portal, because again, it's such a bizarre out there block. If you'd all enjoy the video, like and let me know, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do want to see more stuff like this on the channel in future. But with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start by talking about the first and I guess the least cool secret use, but it's still a really interesting one, because you can use the end portal as a bin or a destruction block. And this might seem like, oh yeah, it's just a less efficient bin than like a cactus or like a fire or something, but the really interesting thing about the end portal to me, the thing that makes it such a great bin, is the fact that if you throw something in there, so you pick something, you're like, oh, I don't really want this, you throw it down into your bin just like that. So you might want to throw it a bit more centrally, but yeah, you throw it down into your bin, but then you have 5 minutes to decide, do I actually want to get rid of that or not? And it's kind of interesting because, one, you get this really cool feeling of like sending it straight into the void just like this, but then two, you actually can get it back later if you want to. So yeah, it's a reversible kind of solution to something like that. And when it comes to throwing stuff away, personally, I've never actually like set up a bin thing, because I always think like maybe I want that at some point in the future. This is a good way to make sure you're absolutely sure, kind of like the recycling bin in your PC, how you can like bring something out of it if you're like not too sure you want to delete it. It's kind of like that, but you can do that with your bin in Minecraft. Or if like me, you've got some items that you're pretty sure you don't want, then you can walk away and have no regrets. So yeah, using the end as like a giant bin is it's an interesting way to use it, and it's probably one of my favorite kind of uses. That's just so easy to do because it feels satisfying and it works just like everything else. But assuming that's not your thing, you're like, what, so cat, that's not a secret use at all. I want something a bit cooler. Then let's talk about one of the weird mechanics about falling into end portals, because when it teleports you in your entirety, which includes your states such as falling. So this means that if you are to fall into the end portal, or if you're tricked into the end portal, because it makes a great trap, which is the second secret use here. But yeah, basically it makes a great trap because if you have like a roller coaster going into it, so as you can see right here, you can't see there's a giant gap over there, you just can't see it. So you ride the minecart and you're like, wee, this is so fun, and oh, what's this all of a sudden? And you're going forwards and you land in the thing, because what happens is, oh, actually I think that one might fit the end portal frame, so I guess that saved a step. But let me show what happens if you just fall into it, because you might figure that, oh yeah, you fall into the end portal and you're kind of fine. That's what most people figure when they see it. However, the actual result is kind of counterintuitive, or kind of counter to how people see it, because if you fall into an end portal, like I just said, all of your like attributes such as your falling speed are preserved, which means if you fall into it, it's not like falling into water or something. You fall into the end portal, and although you're fine as for the second, as soon as you get to the nether, you die. To the end, you die. So yeah, pretty interesting thing that you might not know right there is that you die as soon as you go in there, which is pretty a pretty weird way to kill people that people just don't expect. Like, no one is expecting an end portal trap, because it's just not a normal thing. So yeah, that is the player trap right there using the end portal. Let's move on to the third actually use for the end portal right here, which is to do with the way the blocks themselves, because they're the only besides like specific texture packs, paintings, and a few things like that, they're one of the few blocks in Minecraft to be one way. And if you're curious as to exactly what I mean by that, basically if you go under, so from above you can see all you can see down there is just end portal. But if you look from below the end portals, let's hop down all the way down here right next to it. So let's go. Oh, there are golden carrots. I guess they flew out. But yeah, if you look down from below here, as you go, so let's go into our cave. Let's say if you look from below, you can see up perfectly, which means this is a one-way thing. If I'm down here, I can see someone up there, but they can't see me, which is a really interesting dynamic. Again, the fact that it's one way is bizarre to me. I guess they don't expect people to look at it from down here. But yeah, you can see there is an end portal up there. Obviously, you don't want to go into it because you'll take some stuff. But yeah, for now, it's a skylight that only works in one direction, which I absolutely love. I don't even know, the way it works is kind of still bizarre to me. But the fact that you can have a one-way skylight is amazing to me, and that's one of the uses for the end portal. So with that said, let's move on to the final, secret use of the end portal, which is like a secret transport thing in your world. So let's say I'm all the way down here, and I want to get back to the Mushroom Island where I live, but it's a really far way away. Let's say it's the other side of the map. Well, fortunately enough for me, I can actually use the end portal as kind of a fast way there. So there's two ways this can work. The first way is if you have no items you care about. Let's say all you've got is gravel right here, which you're like, yeah, I don't really care if that goes forever. But let's say you don't have items you care about, you can jump off the edge. But the second way is once you've killed the end dragon, you get a portal back to spawn. So yeah, either way, you get to go back to your spawn, which is pretty interesting. And as you can see, doing this is so much faster than like stacking myself up, doing all that stuff, because as long as you have routes from all your world to the end portal, it can kind of be like a fast way to the spawn. Again, one way is like involves death, but one way just involves fighting the end dragon, killing him, etc. And then you can get back to spawn much faster than you can imagine it would have been to climb out there. And yeah, the end portal actually works as like a shortcut back to your spawn that I think is kind of interesting. But yeah, anyway, that is some secret uses of the end portal. I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did all like it, and let me know, because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do again enjoy these sorts sorts of videos. Let me know if you forfeit. Do you want to see this series brought back, or do you think, you know, that was a fun one, but let's leave it for another like 6 months to get. Let me know with the comments down below as always, and share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're new around here, and I guess I'll see you all next time. So goodbye, everyone.